Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Ahmad Amirul Ashraf bin Osman. My matric number AE200001. I'm from section 4, group 2. Okay, in this video, I will explain about activity 2 from lab 7. Current for activity 2 is current simulation and calculation. Okay, this is the simulation about current before load. Okay, we put the resistor value is 150 and the battery is 10 volt 10 volt, and then we try to simulate. We get a 6.6 milliampere. Okay, and then we try to change the value for 200, and we simulate. We get a 50 ampere. We put the result of the current value in this table, 66 and 50. And then we change the current emitter after load. We try to change. First, we delete this wire. And then we change the emitter after load. Wait. We put 200 for the resistor, and then we try to simulate. Oops, I will change the positive and negative. And then we simulate. Okay, we also get a 50 milliampere for 200 resistance load. It's same with the emitter before load. Emitter before load and emitter after load get the same value of current. And then we try to calculate manually, and also we get the same answer with the simulation. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Fikri bin Muhammad Naski, and number matric AE200004. Alright, today I will present about activity 3, which is voltage simulation and calculation. Okay, here we got this is the simulation circuit, which is this is the battery. We use 10 volt, and the R1 we use 200 ohm, and R2 which we use 100 ohms. Alright, so we got the first simulation for the first value for R2. This is the voltmeter and value for the output component. Okay, now we try to run. Here we got for R1 we got 6.67 ohm. For R2 for 100 value is 3.33 volt. Next we move to the next value for R2. We change to 150. Okay, for the value for R1 is same, which is 200 ohms. Okay, For R1 we got 5.71. R2 is we got 4.29. Okay, we move to the next value. We change the R2 to 100. Okay, we run. We got the R1. We got 5 volt, and for R2 we got also 5 volt. Okay, next we go to the last one. We change to 300. Okay, we run, and we get the value for R1 is 4.00. For the R2 is we get 6.00 volt. Alright, this is the report for activity 3, which is voltage simulation and calculation. And this is the circuit simulation that we use in software Proteus. And the value, this is the different value for R2. And what we want to calculate in here is we need to find the simulated voltage and calculated voltage, calculated value. All right. For this calculation, we use the we use this formula for U1, which is R1 multiplied by U in over R1 plus R2. For U2, we use the formula R2 multiplied by U in over R1 plus R2. Alright, here the first circuit with the value for R2 is 100 ohms, and the same R1, which is 200 ohms. Okay, the calculation we got for U1 is 6.67 volt, and for U2 is 3.33 volt. For the second value for R2, which is 150, we got the answer for U1 is 5.71 volt, and the U2 we got the value 4.29 volt. Okay, for 200 ohms, we got the value 5 for U1 is 5.00 volt, and for U2 is same 5.00 volt. And the last one for 300 ohms, we got the U1 is 4.00 volt, and the U2 is we got 6.00 volt. Alright, these all the value we calculate by this formula, but for we use the Proteus, it's automatically get the value the value. So all the value here we need to key in this table.
Hello, my name is Ahmad Akmal bin Yaakob. I'm from section 4 group 2. So today I will be explaining about the simulation for activity 4. So this is our circuit that we need to do to complete activity 4, and this is our voltage source, which is 10 volt, and this is our resistor that we had in our circuit. We had 4 different resistor, which is at value 200 ohm, 150 ohm, 100 ohm, and 300 ohm. This device is to calculate voltage, and this device is to calculate current in our circuit. So we will run the experiment. So as we can see, the value from our circuit is showing up on our device. So for R1, it has a voltage of 6.47, and for our current is 32.4 milliampere, and for our R1 we have a current of 23.5 and volt around 3.53 volt. And for our current in our second line, we had 8.82 milliampere, and for our voltage for R3 and R4 is 0.88 volt and 2.65 volt. So this is same as we calculate in our activity 4. So that's mean the activity 4 that we do is complete and successfully. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Okay, now I will explain for activity 5, which is we have 3 questions. The question for number 1, we need to show the how the emitter would be connected. Alright, so this is the emitter would be connected to the light up. Okay, the circuit is to measure the circuit's electric current. Okay, here we use 15 volt for the power supply and 12 volt for the bulb. Now we try to run. Okay, for the DC emitter, we get the value is 0.63 and the bulb is light on. Alright, this is the final circuit for VAB, which is we have two power supply. For cell number 1 we use 9 volt and cell number 2 is 6 volt. Yes. Okay, so we try to run and we get the value is 3.00 volt. Okay, this is the report for activity 5. For the question 1, we need to show how this emitter will be connected, and that we have we that I show in the video the protein circuit. Okay, so this is the conclusion. The result where I got in purchase. For VA we got 9 volt, and for VB we got 6 volt. For VAB we got 3.00 volt. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.